Hello, this is Nathan from the Carnegie Public Library, and I would like to spotlight the book Black First: 4,000 Groundbreaking and Pioneering Historical Events by Jessie Carney Smith. This book provides short historical facts about black firsts in government, arts, sports, military, and other ventures. I'd like to share a couple of my favorites with you in celebration of Black History Month. Octavia Butler became the first black woman science fiction writer to be published. Butler was born in Pasadena, California, and grew up in a racially integrated community. She suffered from unrecognized dyslexia, the consequence of which at first led to poor performance in school. However, her problem never interfered with the fantasy stories and romance that she wrote when she was 10 and 11 years old. After graduating from high school, Butler worked during the day and enrolled in fiction writing courses at Pasadena City College at night. After completing the 2-year program, she studied for a while at California State College. By now seriously interested in writing, she enrolled in writing courses at the University of California in Los Angeles, attending workshops that the Writers Guild of the West sponsored, and participated in the Clarion Writers Workshop in Clarion, Pennsylvania. Butler has published a number of short stories, several of which were award-winning. She also wrote a number of science fiction novels, most falling within a series. Her most successful standalone novel is Kindred, which she called grim fantasy and not science fiction, for there is no science in it. Wildly famous Amos was the first black to open a cookie-only retail store. His was the first black-owned gourmet cookie company to build a national following. Amos was born in Tallahassee, Florida, but by age 12 he relocated to New York City, where he lived with his Aunt Della. She loved to cook, often preparing her special chocolate chip cookie for him. He dropped out of high school and joined the U.S. Air Force, receiving his general education diploma while in service. After returning to civilian life, Amos held a variety of jobs, including mail clerk for the William Morris Company in New York. The company made him its first black agent and executive vice president, with responsibility for booking such acts as The Temptations, The Supremes, and Marvin Gaye. He left the company in 1967 and moved to Los Angeles, where he worked on his own as a talent agent. To supplement his income, he used his Aunt Della's recipe and began baking chocolate chip cookies that he distributed to his clients and friends. He borrowed $25,000 from a number of people, including Marvin Gaye, and opened a small shop on Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood. His shop became the first of its kind dedicated to chocolate chip gourmet cookies. 2 years after he found famous Amos chocolate chip cookies, the company was grossing $2 million a year. His profits grew and his cookies were nationally distributed. Although he made millions in the business, by 1985, the company began to report a loss in revenue. Rather than lose the company, Amos sold the controlling share to the Bass Brothers of Fort Worth, Texas. He remained on the company's board as vice chairman, but later was no more than a company spokesman. He left the company in 1989. In 1992, he started another company, the Uncle No Name Cookie Company, and offered 5 varieties of gourmet cookies. He was prevented from using the famous Amos name. If you like the selections provided here, then give us a call or go to our website, cplwcho.org, to request a copy. Also, Libby/Overdrive have a copy of this book ready to be checked out digitally. Thank you, and make sure to check out the rest of our Black History Month videos and celebrations on Facebook and YouTube.